Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire as Fistbump not only super jumps over here, but he leaves behind a little trail of tripwires to obviously cause spikes to pop up whenever he pounds the earth so hard that, he creates that kind of a raucous, shall we say. We found the magical floating teddy bear thing Bob in what I believe was Telescope Towers, but regardless, Fistbump, since the last session, unfortunately, hasn't gotten around to being leveled up yet, but that's not going to stop me from tackling the Sunscraper Spire regardless. Oh, sorry game, the light course Sunscraper Spire and all like. Without further ado, we're going to skip over the unnecessary deep stews per norm by pressing best button in the video game, which was a skip button, but in this case, the best button in the video game is now going to be the button that allows me to travel to such a legendary adventure pack level. Said no one ever. This is not that good a level, unfortunately. I've seen better. I've also seen better cutscenes, which is why we're skipping over all the unnecessary deep stew. I do need to look around quite a bit in this level because I always seem to exit it without every single collectible at hand. It's a very easy level to miss stuff, especially given the lack of number of times I've played through this level. It's a level I only relatively recently acquired through, obviously, the light expansion pack, so I've played it maybe 2 or 3 times, and that's it. Oh, but I can see the Traptanium in the background, so that's a good start. Traptanium often means secrets. Ooh, air element. Let's bring out a little bit of blades, because I feel like it, and we'll just hope that there's no Traptanium around, because blades obviously cannot destroy the Traptanium, unlike his air Trapmaster counterpart that we currently have the soul seeked out for, Gusto. Boom! Take that, yes. Thinking enemies. Oh, they had it coming for looking to be funny for no reason. Boom! And finished them off. That's what we're talking about.
I wield, you yield.
Exactly, Blades. Blades knows where his ass, folks. Anyway, let's jump over here because apparently there was some sort of invisible wall. Man, I cannot speak. Stuttering and mumbling. What can I say? I'm making it difficult on myself. And right as I begged that there wouldn't be any Traptanium, what do I come across? Frickin' Traptanium. Of course I do. Luckily we can come back here and crack that open, no doubt, when I either solo shop level or when we come back here regardless, because I need to, after we defeat Luminous, actually come back and complete his villain quest.
Totally out of position, but if you use some of that legendary Skylander...
Yeah, sure thing, Mags, you sound totally real right now. I would love to listen to you, but it's kind of obvious what you want me to do, and as we always do, we're going to be skipping over the unnecessary deep stew, using the best button in the video game. And the skip button! Oh yeah, just to make a change, I'm bringing out this phrase on ya. So, let's be bringing out lasers, now we no longer have a barrier, instead we have a bridge, far more useful than a barrier. And boom, these folks are going down, they are. Well, that is if my combinations would actually work, mind you. Boom, boom, shake the room. And that time it works. If only it did so correctly for the very first time I input that exact same combination of buttons into my controller. Unfortunately, things working the way they're supposed to in games is apparently an overrated aspect of them, and they, tend to not do exactly that. That is, obey their masters, the master of controller, which is interacting with this world to create a video game experience in the first place. Now here we go, putting all video game experiences aside as we skip over the unnecessary deep stew that Buzz has to set up with for Luminous's questy thingamabob. Man, that fool is hitting me from there. It's very rude. Oh, and this guy's about to hit me back here, but luckily that's what I have my blades for. Picture that, a character named Blades has attacks all situated around Blades. Most unpredictable aspect of any Skylander I've ever seen in my entire life. Anyway, we're going to be proceeding to try not to die here. Something easier said than done, I'm afraid. And then we're going to be bouncing on up. Mediations on Boom, which we're not going to be reading to you, or letting it being read to us, I guess. Yeah, so reading the scroll, which I'll not be worried about, but the Earth Elemental Gate, on the other hand, this is what we have the soul of Wallop having seeked out for. Man, I really cannot speak at the start of these sessions, can I? It's fine, you always need at least one more episode before you can get back in the general gist of things with your vocals. Lead, you see, I was going to go with red lorry, yellow lorry, but I said lead. I couldn't even get past for red. Can you not make that jump? Apparently not. Luckily that's what we have other bounce pads for. Like that one, for example. Okay, let's be pushing these into places. Yeah, there you go. Now we can make that. Okay. Interesting design, this one. Right, okay, I see. We've got to use that to get to a bomb over here. And we can jump over this. Or not jump over that. I suppose that's also an alternative. Yeah, this whole area is pretty much just jank, I'm afraid. So now that that's all sorted, we can push this. And now we should be able to go back, get the bomb. Yeah, say these bounce pads function in absolutely bizarre manners. But now that we have ourselves a bomb, let's head back up, blow up this wall. Oh, apparently not. I managed to hit every square pixel on that screen except for the part where the bomb actually needed to be. That's a special kind of dumb that only I'm capable of pulling off. There you go, now that's more like it. Finally we have the hat, and now that we have a Trapmaster, well, when we go back to the air zone, we can instead switch back to one of Wallop's fellow Trapmasters, that being Gusto, who corresponds with the current element of the area, which shall be air in due time. And we can even backtrack to that previous Traptanium, I believe, so that way we won't need to worry about it in future when we return. So yes, there it is, the one and the only air element. Yeah, it sure is a good thing we seek out souls to correspond with this very same element now, isn't it? That sure is convenience at its finest. So without further ado, we have just glory, as well as Traptanium clusters to crack open. Die, clusters, die! Yeah, that's more like it, but that time it's just for some treasure. What we need to go back for is the actual treasure chest. Unfortunately for me, Gusto is not fast. Oh wait, can we even backtrack? Yes, yes we can. It's just that now, for some reason, that beam is completely reset. So we're going to have to take the entire route all the way back around again with this fantastic, excellent angle to boot. Anyway, there's that thing we was looking for. And there you go. Several boomerangs later, we eventually got there. Let's be opening it all up then. It would be a waste of travelling over here if we weren't to open up the treasure chest afterwards, now would it? So I will happily be taking every last bit of that. Thank you very much, game. And then, you know, let's continue walking up here. Yeah, let's do that. Jump on over the laser. You know, we kind of need that bridge and all that, so making sure it doesn't collapse on us, I think, would be a wise decision on my behalf. I also love the fact that Mags was just standing there. Not suspicious at all. And definitely not menacingly. She wasn't standing there. Menacingly! She was just standing there. Pretty much. That was all. That was it all. All of it. You see, this is why Yoda speak doesn't always work. Because a lot of the time, you do Yoda speak, it makes no sense if you were to put it grammatically correct. Yeah, Max, you're definitely not some sort of psychopath who's, you know, currently taking over your mind. No, most definitely not. You are 1000% the Max we all know and love. I recognise you. You see, a very distinctive personality that you are currently displaying, one that you are known for. Okay, back up with Botman. I realised that I made a mistake. Luckily, this is what we can bounce back for, because what we actually need to do here is we need to go along the platforms without hitting the super bounce pads. Yeah, there you go. This way we can gain access to that Traptanium in the middle. It's actually a really cool concept, because obviously in Telescope Towers, oh wow, we seem to have the soul of Nightlight. Sure is a good thing we came back for it, eh? This is the main reason we're tackling this level in the first place. So let's get that preview in, and I can talk about how obviously that super bounce pad section is similar to one in Telescope Towers, where obviously you just constantly super jump. But in this case, rather than having to constantly super jump, what you want to do is you want to avoid these super bounce pads for as long as possible by using the outer edges of the platforms, so to say. Ooh, looks like we get to switch out the tech then. Seriously, dudes, can you just stop and let me switch out? We're going to go with Jawbreaker in case another Traptanium cluster pops up. That would be just my luck, wouldn't it? I picked Chopper and then a Traptanium cluster pops up. That's what I get for not really knowing this level, I suppose. How dare I not have played this level 6 million times like the others. I should be punished for my lack of expertise for video game. That should be how it works. The less you know the game, the more rubbish you run into. That's how Mario Kart works, except from the better you are at it, and the better you know the game, the more item rubbish you seem to receive. Like with me, the amount of times I've gone from 1st to 12th in Mario Kart 8 in mere seconds. It's ridiculous. Sometimes how busted the items get. And Mario Kart Wii was even worse. Anyway, we're going to be skipping over unnecessary deep to do once again. And the same when it comes to all these sections, much fun. I was probably talking about something earlier, but I completely forgot what it was I was talking about, so clearly it wasn't of much importance. Yes, I did. Congratulations, noticing there, not Mags. That's what we're going to call it from now on, not Mags, because that is not Mags. Well, it's Mags' body, that's about it. Again, just regular old Mags. Game, not even gameplay. Mags is an NPC, meaning non-player character and all that. Just regular old Mags NPC-ness. Oh yeah, you're definitely not one of those, are you, Mags?
So now you just need to do the same thing to the remaining 3 pillars, and we'll be.
Oh, how hard could it be? Classical MacGuffin level, where we need to complete 4 tasks that all relate to one singular task in which we are out to accomplish. Yeah, like a MacGuffin, but it's not an object, it's also a quest, a goal, something to do rather than something to get. The point is when there's a very convenient plot device in which everybody seems to want, that's what you call a MacGuffin. Anyway, what we have here is a villain stash, so I believe I have my light owl, which can open it up. I5 should be inside it.
I5.
There we go. Light villain and the light leveler only makes sense. And let's be a mashing, a mashing. Yeah, we love the mashing. But now that that's all been mashed and said and done, we can take I5 back out of the portal, switch back for Jawbreaker himself. Yeah, we love to see, baby. Let's also pop through here. That's the plan. Man, just so many lasers and thingamabobs around. Yeah, I think lasers and thingamabobs are accurate enough as is. That treasure chest, do not trust it. I repeat, do not trust it. That is why. Man, so much hypercharge haymaker for the win. We love to see it, we do. Anyway, let's be continuing to grab all this treasure right now. And back here, I believe it's a Sky Stones match. Which, obviously, we're going to win, because this is us we're talking about here. Skystone Smash is my jam, and I'm really good when it comes to jamming. It's a shame that this seems to be unnecessary deep too right now. If it, you know, was skippable, I would press invest button in the video game to skip over it, but it's not, so I can't. And here we are. Let's do this thing indeed, Buzz. We're going to begin with these stones. Unfortunately, we haven't defeated Dr. Crankcase yet, so we haven't got his respective stone, which is a shame because his respective stone is overpowered. We're starting off with Chill Bill. Okay, we'll have Dreamcatcher to even him out, but we'll deal for 2 damage directly to Buzz thanks to her special ability for him with Bob. Let's bring out some Chompy Mage. Okay, there's a Shred Knot. Let us attack him directly with a Pinata. Perfect. Okay, let's see what he's got. He's got a Bruiser. Okay, let's do this. Then obviously all of my stones survive their glory. And we win also. Take that, Buzz. I did win. It didn't appear like that. It is like that. That is how it works. Anyway, let's be flipping this on over. We didn't even get rewarded for the Skystone Splash game as Jawbreaker here is already fully maxed out. Anyway, is this for the direction we want it to be in? Yes, it is, because there is one seriously sneaky treasure chest back here. It's completely off camera, like you find this by sheer dumb luck. That's how I found it. One day I just figured, hey, you know that laser in the middle doesn't go anywhere, so I followed it and I found this treasure chest. Very cheeky sneaky, I thought to myself. Very cheeky sneaky indeed. Anyway, there's more enemies back here. But this pit is also kind of like divert your attention away from this here underpass where a winged Sapphire can be found. Again, 2 collectibles right next to one another. You've already found one collectible, so there can't possibly be another one around here. It really tries to throw you off the trail of that treasure chest, it does. I say the treasure chest because the treasure chest is a lot harder to find than that one Sapphire was. And now all we need to do is hoppity over the laser. How hard could it be? Okay, let's push some more things into place. That would certainly be the plan. Bingo! I think so. Not really, bro. We push that, and then we can gain access to this here underpass with even more treasure that once again is going to waste given Jawbreaker's whole maxing outliness. Just goes to show how easy it is to get quick cash in this game. It's like Horrid Henry gets Rich Quickly all over again, a novel that I very much read religiously when I was younger, for your knowledge. You're welcome. I know you guys would really die to know of all this knowledge about yours truly, so there you are, now you've learnt of said knowledge. And knowledge can be power. Is why when they say, do you want wealth or knowledge, or power or knowledge, either way you spin it, like if you ask for one, you can get the other, because after all, wealth can buy knowledge, and knowledge can help you acquire wealth. It really is as simple as that. It's the same with power. With great power, you can easily acquire knowledge from others, or knowledge can lead to power. Should you, acquire enough knowledge of your own. Oh, and it seems as though the light is stronger here, so it's finally time for the nightlight. I think that also is very inconvenient then, what you say, Mags? I would say so. So, let us be pressing over the skip button right now, for the best button for video game that is, and switching out for Nightlight without further ado. The villain for Light Element even has been strong enough for long enough for me to notice for once. I don't know why I said villain element, normally it is for villain element when I'm playing as this guy. So here we go, now that's an enemy that's faster than the speed of light apparently. We're going to jump over his laser, take out his little friends over here. Yeah, there you go. That's what they get for thinking they could stand a chance because Newsflash for them, they couldn't. Take him out, then we take out his little buddies too. See ya, 1-1-B ya, because you're kind of dead right now and I almost feel sorry for you. Almost anyway. Oh yeah, that's what we're doing over here, Nightlight. That's what we're doing over here, alright. So let's be flying. They'll hate it. And then we can boom stuff up. I love booming stuff up. Very satisfactory. Very satisfactory indeed. And we'll be launching off again. Yeah, baby. And here's where we jazz out like crazy, as well as bonk our heads. Wow, very inconvenient bonk right there. Villain, so we get to remain as Nightlight. Man, that light elemental buff was short-lived. It's the only time in the entire game when life is actually stronger. Anyway, what we've got to do here is we've got to be quick. We've got to get through that barrier whilst those guys are walking into the laser to obviously disrupt it. And now, without further ado, it's time for Nightmare to shine. And Nightmare is shining, even though she does the complete opposite of shine. She is of the dark element, for Pete's sake. And enter the dark gates we do. Yellow neutral gates have been checked off, so that's pretty warm and welcoming. What's also warm and welcoming is the absolute annihilation I can put these enemies through right now. We love to see it. Boom, finish them off. I can't make that jump, can I? Well, I could if I had a swap on a villain, give them double jump glitch and all that. I don't currently have that though, do I? I did not know you could fall down those. So I believe what we've got to do is we've got to jump up here and then roll the ball down, because clearly they haven't had enough fun with the ball mini games for these dark gates already. Ah, bingo! We now have a platform that will allow us to gain access to the hat. Perfection is at hand. So yeah, we'll open this up right now and acquire ourselves a welding helmet. A dark helmet specifically. Are we going to wear it? Well, yeah, look, seriously. Fucking cool. Look at that. It's a welding helmet that isn't actually in front of our eyes to protect our eyes, which is the only reason why you get one of those helmets in the first place. Yeah, we're just going to let the lasers finish him off. Wow, it reactivates that cutscene if you go back to that specific part of the level. Who knew? But yeah, as you can tell, if we didn't jump through this barrier in time of the enemies walking into the lasers, we totally would have missed the opportunity to gain access to that dark elemental gate. So you got to react quickly there. Ooh, yay, enemies for me to mow down my laser. Yeah, this part of the game is so much fun. Any part of the game where you can just stand around and point lasers at things is always great by default. I was going to go and fight them, but then I decided, nah, we'll just continue doing this instead. Besides, Nightlight is only a character who wishes she could be as good as this. Yeah, see ya, folks. See ya. What do I want to be ya? Oh, watch out for the blast thingy-mabobs, which by some miracle we did. We watched out for every last one of them. Call to arms, you say? Well, you've said that a lot, and now I'm falling. Very inconvenient. How about this time we head this way around the laser so we can't disrupt it? Boom! Easily sorted out, and we don't even need for food. We're currently at our maximum healthiness, which is rather convenient if you were to ask me. So we'll grab every last bit of those. Here I am forgetting that we need to move for the laser, which we can do so with, obviously, for reflection block. Excellent. So, this level is fairly well designed. I'm just not the largest fan of it. Okay, this guy's got to go. Fantastic. Boom, and now we can start reflecting stuff all over again. Very nice. Anyway, I believe I saw something down here. So let's check it out. Yes, I believe so correctly. I literally caught that with the glimpse of one's eye, and it sure is a good thing I did so. Otherwise, we'd be leaving here without all of the treasure chests having been found. What a true tragedy that would be. Anyway, we can head over the bridge and bounce back on up. Yes, rise, I say. Boom, and the enemy goal has also been completed along the way. We'd love to see it, we do. Boom, pawn for the win. And I was going to say finish that guy off, but apparently not. Oh wait, there are laser dudes. Very rude. That's okay, that's what I have my finishing attack for. Okay, those guys. See ya! They're out of here. Oh, the creative ways you can kill enemies in this level is one of the best parts about the level. Anyway, we'll be heading back on outside over here. Oh, Light is back. What do you know? Let's bring back Nightlight then. Nightlight for the win. I honestly thought the previous section was the only part where Light was stronger, but apparently I was wrong. There too is also this section. Boom! I can't believe he was trying to strike at me there. That was awfully rude of him, trying to do that. Who does he think he is trying to do that? Okay, we push, and we don't actually push. We need to defeat enemies first. That's a shame. Oh, ow, enemies. Much ouch indeed. You know, that's what we have attacks for. Yay for attacks, am I right? Finish him off. Luckily, he had no chance of finishing us off because we even managed to block the only attack he had with the might of our armor. What a saviour armor is indeed. Anyway, we're going to need a bomb to blow that up with, so we can gain access to the final collectible on the level, which is the legendary treasure. First things first, there are more, like, spiky thingies. And down we pop with our bomb that we so desperately need. Well, is that going to blow it up? Yes, it is. Fantastic. And there's our legendary treasure that has been ready and awaited us. Those statues, they look glorious. Especially as they're night statues, and night statues are glorious by default. That's how night statues work. I don't make up the rules, I just reinforce them. And away we go. We bounce out of here. And boom. Can that blow him up from back here? Apparently no. No, it cannot. That's a shame. Should be able to from back here, no. There you are. Fantastic. And I kill you. Every last one of you. Ow, I'm taking lots of damage now. It's not nice. Like, at all. Oh, we need to go back for another one of the bombs. Let's do that. And watch out for spikes along the way. Oh, and watch out for disappearing bridges. We'll grab the bomb and then head down, once again being wary of the spikes and all that. And boom. And not boom. Boom, maybe? I don't know, this area is temperamental. So let's just double check our objectives quickly. What we have here is obviously, well, we haven't got the villains or the all areas found as of just yet, but we're missing a hat simply because that is Luminous's villain quest. Luminous is a villain I would very much want to fight right now, but he is tough and Nightlight would most likely die because I believe we'd have to tackle said fight with Nightlight. If we are, then all I'm going to do is load up Chapter 1, go back there and start completing that to 100% rather than dealing with a boss fight that I might die to. Low risk, high reward and all that, let's not forget. This is so jank. Is that going to get it? No. Why are you this way? What hurt you? But say, you know, we can't lose Nightlight. We need him for those light gates, so we'll just simply load back to Chapter 1 Soda Festival and get that sorted. Nice! Yeah, we'll do exactly what we did with Nightmare, in other words, when we got halfway through the boss fight and loaded up Chapter 2 instead. But this time, I'm not going to wait until we get halfway through the boss fight, because I know Luminous will probably murder me. Like I say, Luminous is surprisingly brutal, and I'm not very good for boss, because as I've said, literally when we first started playing this level, I have only played through it about 3 or 4 times, so I'm not too familiar with the boss fight itself. Oh wait, we need the bomb first. Yeah, I'm just waiting to see if there's an element change, because if there is, we can use some of the cores and risk losing them, because they are more expendable than Trapmasters, as sad as it is to be saying that. Though that does not seem to be the case. Yeah, this is just great here, Max. Just great. It was pretty nice work, wasn't it? I'm inclined to agree with you right there. So how are we looking for time in this episode thus far? We're looking at 26 minutes. Alright, we have enough time to wait for this unnecessary deep stew, and then we can load up Chapter 2. What do you know? That's a rhyme and make me put it without even knowing it. So next time we come back here, we can instead use Spotlight for all of the light sections and not risk, obviously, losing Nightlight in her place. But now what we're going to do is head out for Soda Springs instead. We still need to capture Sheep Creek and complete all of the elemental gates, which now we have access to thanks to possessing Nightlight, which you see before you. Anyway, let's be skipping over the unnecessary deep stew. Getting to see this part of the game for the very first time in the Skylanders Chapter and Soul Seeker series here on the channel. And to say, we're definitely not going to get through 100% of this level in this one particular episode, but that's what we have for return to this level for in the next episode, eh? Now let's be mashing like crazy! Yeah, I got me all the good stuff. By the good stuff, I obviously mean all the treasure stuff. Oh, that's the good stuff, alright. I mean, that is true. A loaded cannon pointed at a locked door is pretty convenient. That being said, we want to push this turtle into place, and then we want to head down the stream here, because these are areas to be found for Cola Stream, first of all. But can I just say that that soda is orange? Not black. That does not look like cola to me. If it's cola, then it's a very messed up cola, which I would certainly not want to drink, which is a very peculiar thing for me to say, because normally I love drinking cola. Anyway, let's continue to fly, baby, fly, baby, fly, fly, fly. I don't know why I brought out that jingle, but here we are. We're going to ignore the troll radio as per the norm. Normally they have music, but obviously because the music is turned off, we can't hear much of any of that. And now we get to defeat Sheep Creek. It doesn't look that way. He's bigger than regular sheep, so I would love for you to shut up and instead allow me to just defeat the bastard already. Again, pretty obvious. If it's a villain on the loose after we saw a big explosion where the Cloudcracker prison was, then you can only presume that this is one of the villains that got freed from it. Not a very dangerous villain though, like you get 100 for taking him down. It's basically the equivalent of a bounty in the Wild West that regular humans could take down. In fact, I would probably stand a good chance taking down this sheep. Sure, him firing corks at me at, you know, incredible speeds would be pretty dangerous, but all I need is a few punches here and there and I'd stand a chance. Oh, who am I kidding? No one will stand a chance against this guy. He's the hardest boss in the game. He's so tough. Like, look at that. Man, I was so worried I was going to lose Nightlight there. If I thought Luminous was going to be a pain, this guy's 10 times worse. Sheep Creek, hardest boss in the fight. Hardest boss in the fight? We're just going to stick with that because it's true. Sheep Creek, incredibly tough, and I'm so glad he's out of here. Now that he's been defeated, we don't ever have to defeat him again. That is until we come back to this level to do the slow shot speed run. Yeah, let's skedaddle. Skedaddling even. That sounds like a good plan, that does. I like that plan. And now we get to push turtles, push turtles, push, push, push. Once again, I seem to be doing a little bit of a jingle right here. Not too much of a hidden Wing Sapphire could be found around back. It's like they say, meet me around back, but rather than them saying it, it's Wing Sapphire. Wing Sapphire said, meet me around back, and this is what I've done. I've met it round back, and now I have 2% discounts on upgrades and items. Yay me! My absolute raw, untamed awesomeness. I'm very humble about how awesome I am too. I never continue to brag and ramble on about my absolute awesomeness. And how it's superior to all of yours, because that's how my awesomeness works. Don't worry, I'm obviously joking. This is all part of the sarcastic tone I'm known for. Anyway, it seems as though we've got up here for even more unskippable, unnecessary deep stew segments. Don't we all just love the unskippable, unnecessary deep stew? Then again, it's an on, so, you know, they kind of cancel each other out. The unskippable and the unnecessary becomes skippable and necessary, even though none of those are true. This is not necessary, and it's not skippable. You're absolutely right, my Traptanian weapon is righteously awesome. And hey, I don't even need to worry about defeating these guys, because for Traptanian, when we fall down, you know, the whole level just kind of does that part for me. It's very rather convenient indeed. Anyway, let's be opening up these chests. Yes, sir.